Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Last time we finished making it back from the dragon hunt. We also explored a shrine. I forget the name of the shrine itself, but it was like a cave with a demon den inside of it. At least if you think it, I think it's a demon den. It was something. I don't remember. I think it was a named thing. Like it had an actual name. I think its type was a demon dan, but we killed it after a pretty difficult fight. And we made it back to Dresden, and we've taken care of some. We need to do more evil stuff. It looks like we've taken care of some Crusader business, and I think we need to go maybe talk to oh, what's his name? Greyboar. We also have the Night Gambler here that we, I guess, need to handle, despite Manorak not really wanting to. Yeah, he doesn't. Manorak's not a fan of basically any of the good characters. The funny thing is that Ember's probably the one he likes the most, just because he can do. She accepts him no matter what he is, which is both infuriating for him and also useful, considering how powerful she is. But yeah. I think we sold everything when we spoke to our Sinaway. Yeah. We do have these things. The Blitz Cut, the Scythe, which we got from the whatchamacallit. And, it's actually worth quite a bit there. 17,500. Okay. I just remembered what I was planning on doing with all this money. And that was making buildings. I was going to start building. Let's see if... Just want to take a quick look to see if there's any, like, general sort of rules for what people consider to be the best things to build with. Should my priorities be for buildings? Okay. So this person's advice, go for mercenaries first. Build supply depots wherever and the engineering guild to reduce building costs. Once the supply line stands, go for the barracks and archer ranges while keeping in mind enough space for bigger buildings which give adjacent bonuses. Teleportation circles might come in handy since you need to rest a lot in Dresden to maintain low level corruption. Improve stuff steadily. Yep. Okay. Really, it's just do whatever I want. Like, that's basically what I got from that. There's nothing like, oh, you have to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and sell these. I don't think we're gonna use a Great Club or a Scythe, despite how cool they are. So we're gonna go ahead and sell those. I think the chainmail of the Dragonfly could still be good. We have this thing, which could be good eventually too. I don't think we need the Bruiser's chainmail anymore, unless... Is that all for Darren? Darren, are you wearing anything at the moment? You're not. Why did I take your armor off? Was it... Were you overweight? I think he was overweight. What did I give you that put you overweight? I don't remember. We'll sell that stuff, though. And Darren, was it just the butterfly armor? Or the dragonfly armor? Yeah, that puts him at heavy. This puts him at medium. Okay. So basically we were going to put this on whenever we get into a region where he needs it, right? Yeah, because I think I like that more than this. Although, now this one does give better AC too. It looks very Darren though, doesn't it? Alright, Darren. Not you. Darren. We're gonna sell that. Okay. We also need to give him some restoration stuff. That's probably not too expensive to buy a couple of lesser restorations. Or does it need regular restorations? I think it might need regular restorations.
You follow.
I'm feeling a little nasally. That's not good. Okay, let's go ahead and head in here. Talk to Greyboar. get his backstory and whatnot, and see if there's anything else in here. I don't think so. Greyboar buddy. Greyboar nods to you politely. As always, wisps of sweet smoke rise from his pipe. Can I help you, Commander? Want to know more about you? I know what you're asking. How did someone like me end up in these lands? A warrior without kith or kin, or godly blessing, or crusader's mantle? Many have asked me the same thing. Tell me of your past. I was born in Daggermark, the city of thieves, murderers, and poisoners. I soldiered for a while, served in the infantry under Jalar Clovish. Didn't take long to realize there's two types of Daggermark soldiers. There's the dumb thugs who need to be bossed around, and there's the venturous lads who use the title to do murder and extortion for hire. You can guess which one I fell in with. I knew the rules of the game, and the wealthy often called on me to solve their problems, or get a leg up on their competition. Then I got into a quarrel with an officer, and I left the service and became an independent contractor. It turns out, outside Daggermark, there's a lot fewer specialists who fit my profile. A proper assassin could get paid pretty well. The job took me all over Aveston before I came here. You could have protected your home and served your own people, and you chose to work as an assassin? I don't understand you. Good for you for leaving the army. Soldiers are the same as assassins, only they work for the politicians, and they don't get paid. Or at least as much. Yep, let's go chaotic. Very true. And in Daggermark, they don't make much effort to hide it. Have any family? My people don't brook trade with assassins. The family I'm from are honest merchants and loyal worshippers of Torag. By now, they must think I'm dead. They'd be appalled if they found out how things really stood. The dwarf grows grim, and his strong teeth clench his pipe until it cracks. As for my other family, I got one of those too. On my travels, I met a woman, fair and kind. For her, I laid down my weapon, got a house, became a simple city dweller, had a daughter. We lived like that for a year and a half before the road called me back. I loved her. But that life, it was like I was being buried alive. I was ready to kill myself just to end the torturous meaninglessness. Only the road could cure me of those thoughts. But for some reason, I keep going back to that house I once lived in. To the woman I once loved. To the daughter I don't even really know and who doesn't know me. I watch from afar. I don't have the right to return to their lives. Mora, my daughter. I don't know what she is to me. The biggest mistake of my life? Or the greatest mark I'll ever leave on the world? I'm sorry for you. Sometimes you have to pay for love with suffering or regret. You had a family to take care of and you abandoned them. That's despicable. Keep on whining like that and you'll lose my respect. But she could have gone traveling with you, couldn't she? Couldn't you have taken your family with you? Yeah. Greyboar frowns and nods to you. Yes, but I'm not made for family life. Nor is she for life on the road. Does that mean I'm a villain? Or I'm the villain? It's gonna be interesting. I remember in my Barrett playthrough, I took a pretty hard line with Greyboar. And I'm wondering if the way I was playing Barrett affected the way I see Greyboar. Because I didn't like him because of this stuff, you know, how he treated his family. But I wonder, with me getting in his head from Manarik's point of view, I already kind of like him a little bit more, just by not playing a character that doesn't really care. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I definitely like his build. I love the Titan fighter. It's gonna be really fun. What brought you to the World Wound? The dwarf shrugs. There's a lot of good jobs here, and not many competitors. A lot of dangerous demons, and every one of them has gobbled up someone's son, wife, or best friend. And who do they come to for vengeance? To the Crusaders? They're bound up by their orders, and they lack the necessary skills. The people who hire me don't want to wait until the crusade ends, if it ever will. That's where I come in, ready to deliver targeted vengeance today, for a generous fee. What's your opinion on the crusade? I'd lie if I said I see much difference between me and the Crusaders. Times now aren't like they were during the First Crusade. Nowadays, the rank of the Crusades are filled with fugitives, opportunists, exiled nobles, fortune hunters, and lads who just plain love carnage. And all of them should thank the gods that the world wound is still open, otherwise they'd be busy with robbery and murder. And when they met me in the street, they'd not be wearing noble scowls, but taking off their hats and addressing me as sir. Don't you dare compare Crusaders to criminals. They are fighting against a demon invasion. Well, we're literally hiring criminals to fight in the Crusades, so. But Crusaders are guided by their duty and loyalty to the Queen, not money. You're right. Sometimes I wonder how these fools still haven't figured it out. Sounds logical, although not many Crusaders would agree with you. You're right. Dwarf nods, satisfied. It's a good thing they haven't. You're a commander, and they're your soldiers. And that's all because they're not in the habit of thinking too much. You've satisfied my curiosity. You know, you're the first among my clients to ask such questions. Tell me about your craft. Like any master of this craft, I can talk for hours about the subtleties of my trade and my finest works. Or would you prefer to test me yourself? What's the most important thing in an assassin's work? Greybord chuckles. The first rule of an assassin: bringing the head back with you. Seriously though, tactics and equipment are what matters. The winner isn't the strongest, but the one who strikes first, so long as that's also last. When I get a job, I don't rush into things. So it sounds like the winner's the one who's the most prepared. Let the victim know they're being hunted. Let them reinforce their guards, trust no one, and fall into paranoia. And only when the victim is exhausted, at the end of their tether, do I come in to wish them sweet dreams. It might sound funny, but believe me, no one's laughing in that room. Are you haunted by remorse? Not at all. I've met a lot of good people, but many of them had a generous price on their heads. Everyone is a thorn in someone else's side. For some reason, folks imagine the good lads have fair right to ruin the lives of the bad ones, and not the other way around. But it's only the morals of the majority that determines who's good and who's a villain, and those morals shift every day. I've been to many different places, talked to many different people, and the morals were different everywhere. Killing for gold is horrible. How do you sleep at night? Your words are true. Self-reproach is for weaklings and cowards. Lords, judges, and priests should deliver death sentences, not you. Some people just have to die, and the sooner the better. I'm sure you've killed a lot more scumbags than good people. I hear you. I go with chaotic one. Killing good people doesn't tend to pay very well. It's the dangerous, twisted, bloody sons of bitches who fetch the highest bounty. That's why they're my specialty. You must value your reputation a great deal. Greybord nods dignity. Of course. In my line of work, reputation is everything. It keeps away random fools who are looking for a fight, and the right people know I can be trusted. Anyone who has no care for the reputation is no better than a frog-eating kobold. There's no doing business with those hacks. The best you can do is use them for a job and then kill them afterward. Whereas I, as a professional with a name, demand respect from the client. Tell me about your best murder. The most difficult was a professor at the Clockwork Cathedral in Absalom. The very existence of this wizard mechanic was a secret, and almost nobody knew his face or his name. Hunting him down was a symphony of violence and hard tactics. I had to sneak through his secret underground palace that looked like a wind-up dollhouse put together by a psychopath. No rational mind could have invented such intricate traps. And there were mechanical cutlass spiders everywhere. They nearly took two fingers in an ear. The professor was a dangerous bloke. Day and night he wore a deadly mechanism as a sort of armor, which made him look like an 8-legged, steam-spewing winged monster. But I came prepared. A tomb raider from Osirian had taught me how to avoid the traps. And I opened up his armor suit with a lick-toed goblin sword. It's not even a sword, more like a giant can opener. They used them to pull fallen knights from their armor to devour later. But I digress. I tore open his armor and saw his true form. Don't ask me what it was. I'll just say it was very unexpected. The mechanic went berserk and attacked me with incredible force. He was too much for me, and I had to flee. The fool thought he'd won until he realized I'd reassembled all his traps into a giant death machine. 2 minutes after I escaped, his palace turned into a cloud of dust. Without his immaculate armor, my mark was sent on his merry way to, well, I suppose he's on a plane for broken golems and music boxes. Do you worship any of the gods? It's my family's way to worship Torag, but he's not my god. Many craftsmen venerate Torag, and I consider my work a craft. But Torag's priests also say that he abhors murder. Either way, I name another god as my patron, Norgabur, the god of dark and unlawful actions. He and we have an understanding. Norgabur, Blackfingers, is my patron. Unlike many of the other gods, he himself was once mortal, which makes him honest. His teachings are built upon the grim truths of the streets that raised me. Norgabur will not try to fool you. He will never demand that you achieve perfection. After all, everyone knows that he is not perfect himself. Countless psychopaths and other scum worship him too. Butchers who've conducted mass murders call him Father Skinsaw. Bone-headed street vermin thank the Grey Master for a bunch of coins they've managed to wrest from a passerby. And of course, the most despicable of them all, those who praise Norgabur as the Reaper of Reputation. Those disgusting rotten rats. Politicians. No more questions on this? What do you know of what do you think of your new powers? The dwarf glances at his hands. They're strong and firm and abnormally lean for his race. A nice bonus. My career is in for an upturn. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job. A deity or a demon lord or something of that sort. Do you like working for me? After some thought, the dwarf offers you a slight smile. Yes, I like you, Commander. You don't keep me from doing what I do. You don't try to preach at me. And you act with precision and competence. I respect that. I want to know more about your last client. He decided to remain anonymous, but I suspect his name is Willidus. I'd already struck off a few lesser demons for him, and later in Canabras a stronger one, and in the battle for Dresden, the client insisted I kill the demon with a dagger he gave me, and tell the wretch that Willidus said hello. According to my client, one stab would be enough. But it turned out differently. The demon survived, a stain on my reputation. I don't know why he got it wrong, simply incompetence, or did he set me up to fail? Either way, I'd love to have another chat with this Willidus. We can stop there. Not silently. Yeah, I think Greybor and Manorak are gonna get along. Onwards. Much better than Greybor and Barad did. What is Greybor's alignment? Is he neutral? Yeah, he's just neutral. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we are done here. Orgus? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do unless Social... We might have to wait until night again for something with that. So, in that case, I think we are okay to set out again. We did get a quest from Ulbrig to go back to that one place. So maybe we'll do that right now. I am interested in his story. It is completely new stuff for me. So, ooh, who do we take out, though? I guess it's gotta be Greybor if we're gonna take Ulbrig. Yeah. Even though I just gushed about Greybor for the last, I don't know, 15 minutes. Still, Ulbrig's new, and I do like Ulbrig, even though him and Manorak aren't going to get along. But what can you do, right? All right. So you're done for now, right? You're heading back up to check out that. Oh yeah, I was gonna build. We need to start doing this. I kept trying to figure out what I wanted to build, like looking up guides and stuff, and I just kept wasting time. So let's get it done so I don't waste any more time on this stuff. Okay, so an alchemist laboratory. The wise alchemist stores magic in glass vials so that it can be unleashed on the battlefield at the decisive moment. Provides plus 10 bonus energy for all generals, so it just gives us more energy, which is good. Are any of these like large? Hall of Strategy, that's a large one. Holy crap, that's a big one. Okay, so we will need these 4 slot ones. Won't be able to build 4 slot ones here, so maybe we should start building the 1 slot ones around here. It's probably a good idea. Okay. There's a Hall of Strategy. Any other big ones? Yeah. I wonder if we should build the big ones first. Officers Academy. These are kind of expensive. We could build them. Here, officers receive their military education, studying treaties on warfare written by generals of previous eras and honing their own tactics. Provide a +1 bonus to attack, AC, and saving throws for all trainable units. Okay, let's read through all of these. Medicines and invigorating potions prepared by the apothecary boost soldiers' energy and heal their wounds. 10% bonus to HP for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. Only 1 apothecary can be built in each fort except for Dresden. Adjoining buildings are located in squares that share a side. Diagonally adjacent buildings do not count. Okay. Not even demon blades can pierce. Okay, so what's building? Is it this? Yeah. So that's affecting this. This is affecting that. Oh, and we got the archery here too. So we probably have a stable somewhere too. To figure out where we want to put that at. Really, a stable would be great in like here. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4 things built on it, but I don't think we're gonna have that option really. Okay, anyway, an arsenal, we have one of those. We just looked at it. A citadel. When the enemy storms the outer walls of the fort, its defenders retreat to the citadel, where they can maintain the defenses for many days more. The citadel increases the time of the siege of the fort by 3 days. Only 1 citadel can be... I don't know if we really need a citadel in Dresden. I don't suspect an enemy army will ever get here. Engineers Workshop. Here is where educated engineers and architects make their necessary calculations so that construction projects progress quickly and on budget. Reduces the cost of building construction by 10%. Only 1 engineer's workshop can be built in total. Okay. That sounds important. What is this? The supply center increases material points income by 3. Okay. Yeah, building this down here would probably be fine then. Yeah, build me one of those. Means we can't get a Hall of Glory or a Hall of Strategy. Hall of Glories reduce the cost of recruiting mercenary units by 5%. Only 1 Hall of Glory can be built in each fort. Hall of Strategy provides a +1 bonus to attack and defense and a +2 bonus to power for all generals. Nice. Hospital. The hospital is where clerics and healers tend wounded soldiers so that their wounds will quickly heal and they can return to duty. I guess we should wait until this is built before we build anything else, right? Because that's going to reduce cost of construction by 10% for everything. Yeah, so I guess we'll actually wait. That's going to take us 3 days. Yeah. Okay, so I'm fine with that. We can wait for that. It doesn't say for this holding, right? It says like all construction. So we on the 27th of Lamashon. Cool. All right, we're gonna head over here to back to Current Glen. Yep, let's go. Ruins of Ashbury Hamlet. Guess we'll check that out on the way back, maybe. Shallow Grave. Yeah, a couple of things we can check out. Back here. More Kingdom stuff too. Or Crusade stuff. Diplomatic relations have improved. Request that the Crusade leader attend their meeting. Exchange the crest of the fallen knight. Or enchanting it. Okay. This is the other new one. Fate of the Attractive Impulse. Gotcha. Issue that decree. Call for reserves. Yep. Okay. Yep. Let's enchant this armor. Hold on. We forgot to actually move. Continue. Just double checking that we can't go this way. So weird. We can't approach that way. Okay. All right. Back to me. Oh, that's not me. In we go. Everybody's still... We'll have to do a restoration on Darren for that. Okay. You.
Well?
Restoration. On our boy Darren.
Smile.
What?
The world's not ending just yet.
I only got rid of one of them. Come on.
Open your heart.
Wasted my diamond dust here. Luckily we have a lot of it, but still. There we go. Okay, and I think we're pretty close to leveling up too. Yeah, we're not too far. This quest might actually get us there. Alright, I think we just have to cross here. And I'm gonna buff. And save it. Probably need to look at those buffs again, make sure we have everything we need.
Don't even try not answering me. If you fail me, you tricksy lump of rock, I swear on Pelura's backside, I'll crush you into rubble with my bare hands.
Ulbrig glowers at the stones as if at his sworn enemy. That's right, show it no mercy, I'll give you a hand. It's hardly the stone's fault. What are you hoping to hear? You shouldn't have come here again. It's a waste of time. Go on, Ulbrig. Do it. What are you hoping to hear?
I don't know. Anything but silence will do.
Go on. Do it. Do
Right.
it.
Don't let me down.
Ulbrig carefully presses his broad palm against the stone's surface. This time, the stone responds instantly, and not with a faint shimmer like the last time, but with blinding light. You can make out a winged figure in the radiant glow.
Yes! Yes! I knew it! I knew it!
Ulbrig's deep laughter turns into a war cry. What was that, Griffin?
It was a manifestation of my god. The first I've seen since I woke up in this mad world of yours. My god is alive, don't you see? And that means part of Sarkoris still lives as well.
You got an answer?
Not in words, but words are not needed here.
Where does that portal lead to?
I have no idea, but I'll find out very soon. Well, are you coming with me?
Let's go.
Go, you say. Let's run, say I. Let's fly.
Well, I can't fly. Not yet, anyway. I haven't got my demon wings. Alright, through the portal. Uh-oh. I don't know why this village here makes me worried. Guess it's probably like, these are bones, certainly, right? I guess they could be good bones. You know, chicken bones. Chicken legs. Don't know why you'd keep it, but, you know. Enter the portal. Okay. Did we get XP for... No. No XP yet. I'm starved for XP. Okay. Make sure that you have your claws
Whatever
out.
comes next, you'll be ready.
Go. And I guess we'll go ahead and buff too. I mean, these last for quite a while nowadays, right? Yeah. I can't believe my eyes. It's like I'm back in Sarkoris. Let's go down there, War Chief. Who's that down there? Who's that right there? Oh, is it just villagers? Something's not quite right here. This should be impossible. Knowledge World, DC 21. An ancient Sarkorian hymn praising the spirits of nature has been carved into the stone. Okay.
Got it.
A depiction of the world tree can be seen on the mossy stone. This is how the Sarkorians imagined the universe to be. Uh-oh. War Chief, there's something not right about that there horse. That damn thing might be plagued. Yeah, no kidding.
Done.
A scene from the myth of the Great Hunt has been carved into the ancient stone. At the center is a depiction of the divine wolf.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
I'm gonna let that come to us. I wasn't expecting it to actually
I'll cut you wide
do such
open.
damage, but I guess that's my fault.
Clawing time.
Go ahead and do Good Hope. Did we not do a delay poison? Oh no. No, 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 no. Nothing. Not that. Anything but that.
Die! Let's hear you cry.
Nice. Going back to that for now.
They'll beg me to stop.
Okay. Decrepit Boga Swarm. Ugh.
The spirits demand your blood.
They'd better start running.
Better start running.
Out of my sight.
Can we angle this to be just hitting it? Ooh, that still didn't do a whole lot. Manarak.
Run them through.
Oof, that does not do a lot. Ah, goddamn swarms, man.
You are today's sacrifice.
That actually did pretty well.
They don't know how
Good job.
powerful they are.
Yikes, okay. Examining the carcass after the battle makes it clear that the horse was not plagued at all. It looked very strange, though, as if it had perished long ago and some kind of parasite took over its dead body. Hope that's not a sign of what everybody's gonna be like down there. Oh wow, this is quite an extensive map. 600 gold. Take it.
Move out.
Okay, let's keep moving, I guess. All this DLC content. Love it. I'll have to find a way to get down there. Help! They're going to eat me! Uh-oh. I wonder if we've gone back into the past. Maybe that's what we're doing, some past manipulation. Just move up. There's a whole bunch of these things. I don't like it. I don't like it. Get over here. Good trip, good trip.
No match for me.
Good.
Surrender or else.
Yeah, saving Ember for that kind of stuff. Move over here. Good sneak attack. Move here.
Go for their heart.
Good. What happened? What's going on here? Dimensional anchor. Who's that guy? He looks awesome. Sigvorn.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Guys, you're not hitting it at all. I don't know if you know that, but
I will see to your demise.
good.
I'll rip you apart.
Good. You up here.
For apologies.
Good. Manorak, go ahead and study him and kill him.
Out of my way!
Good. Oh, got a level off of it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Nice. Who are you? You're cool looking too. Ow. Obrig,
Clawing time.
you can do some good damage on him.
Precision and grace.
Owie. Then Boga Swarm. I just don't do any damage though. Neither do you. Damn. Okay. Let's go ahead and do one of these on these guys over here. Yeah, right there. Oh, I probably could have got that one too. Okay, this figure doesn't work on him. Move back and attack. Okay. Hey, if we can just keep subtracting levels from it, that'd be great.
The spirits demand your blood.
She does pretty good. Alright, move away from him. Move away. Ow. We need to get like Acid Maw or something on this guy.
No match for me.
Okay. Let us go to this one. Whoops. That was not showing that it was hitting Cookie. Kind of annoyed by that. Back up.
Let's hear you cry.
Move away.
You are today's sacrifice.
Man, I do not like these fights. These fights suck. Move here. Cookie's gonna die.
I'll rip you
God, those things look
apart.
disgusting there. Guess they all look disgusting, but wow. Yeah, I mean, it's the only one that really works. At all. It's not doing a ton, but it's doing more than most other people. Until he comes back, which it looks like he might be back now.
Run them through.
Another level gone for him.
Go for their hearts.
Okay. Guess you'll go back after this thing. Should I maybe do that? I don't know. Does that help me?
Fragile they are.
Maybe a haste scroll would help. Sorry, Cooks. Mind if I call you Cooks? Alright. Amber. Wait, we can make him laugh? That's kind of weird. I'll take it.
Out of my way!
How many levels do these things have?
I'll cut you wide open.
It'd be helpful if these guys were useful at all.
They better start running.
All right, one down. Is he throwing axes at him? Like, dude, what are you doing, man?
I'll make short work of this.
No match for me.
No match. Okay. I have a nice big fireball would be helpful here. And I go right there. How much does that do? 12. Okay. That was not useful. Manorak, keep going out to this thing.
The spirits demand your blood.
It's still doing 0 damage. Come on, guys.
Clawing time.
What would they do if I wasn't here?
Out of my sight.
Good.
They'll
Let's move to this
beg
one.
me to stop.
Yeah, I suppose pull that thing out, and we'll go back to doing this. Good damage. Hopefully, there's not a lot of these things. Otherwise, we'll be pretty screwed.
Let's hear you cry.
You are today's sacrifice.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Really need to double tap them there in those situations. They are getting messed up.
I will see to your demise.
Which is not good.
I'll rip you apart.
Alright, go ahead and use the last one. Good. Another one down.
I'll hit you.
The rest of you need to be careful here.
Go for their heart.
We had the blood cone thing we could use. That would actually be rather useful.
They better start running.
30 damage. I'm not worried that Ulbrig's too close there. He's gonna get hit, but
Precision and grace.
yeah, god damn it! And he got stunned.
No match for me.
Like he's supposed to have like really good resistance to that with his amulet. I guess not. All right, up there. Oh, sorry, Darren. My bad. My B. I don't think they can be studied.
Out of my way.
Yeah, take some levels off of it.
I'll cut you wide
That'll be
open.
useful. Ulbrig, you let your people down by getting sick, my man. I guess I should have moved him away.
They'll beg me to stop.
Anytime now. Keep doing these. Oh, come on. Another 13 damage on him.
Die.
Another level gone.
The spirits demand your
There we
blood.
go. Well done, everyone. Ooh, hi, Senna. I told you, no mages. The young woman shakes a lock of dark hair out of her face and casts a look of frustration at the big man in worn Numerian armor. She is breathing heavily after the battle. Come now, Issa. The warrior wipes the sweat from his brow with his broad hand and shakes his head. There's no irritation in his calm voice, only weariness. I received reports about the hunger that moves at the south gate. I had no time to stop and think. Well, make sure you do next time. Ew. The stench of sorcery. She makes a show of wafting away the air in front of her face. I can hardly hear Serena through it. The goddess is displeased. Well, I'm sorry, Issa. Next time, before I ride off, I'll have a good old think first, and I'll just let the demons run amok in Gundren. The big man shrugs, and forgive me for stinking. Come the next bathing day, I'll make sure to scrub my armor. Her expression turns pained, and she raises her narrow hand sharply in the air. Enough. Talking to you is impossible. You're behaving like a barbarian, and in front of our visitors, too. Her amber eyes lose some of their frostiness as she surveys your party. I'm sorry you had to witness that. Someone may have forgotten how to act like a chieftain, but I still remember the laws of hospitality. Welcome to Gundren, travelers. Serena promised to lead you here, and here you are. Was that the wolf? The warrior casts an appraising glance at you. So you're them, then. The outlanders from those hazy prophecies. If you come in peace, then you are well met. And welcome home. She smiles at Ulbrich. You were expecting us. She was expecting you. The man in Numerian armor casts a sidelong look at his companion. We both were. She glares back at the warrior, but a smile quickly returns to her face. The great Serena caught the scent of one of your party during the heavenly hunt. Many nights passed. It was you. Her gaze fixes at Ulbrich. The moment you awoke, Serena knew. Oh, the spirit of old Sarkoris is strong in you. I can sense it now too. Serena, you say? Never heard of that goddess, but that's no surprise to me. We've got a lot of them. Trailing off, Ulbrich strokes his beard. We had a lot of them, I should say, in the old days. It doesn't matter that you don't know our goddess. What matters is that she knows you. Can't argue with that. And if she knows me, maybe she knows my god as well. How did I wrong Avar? Why won't he answer me? Ervar. Serena knows all. She will most certainly help you. Who are you? The woman proudly steps forward, partially blocking the warrior. I am Esena, the shaman of this tribe, guardian of our traditions, spiritual mother, and conduit of the will of the last goddess of Sarkoris. The man politely ducks his head. And I'm Sigvorn, the chieftain of this place. More like a headman. Sarkorian chieftains don't rub elbows with mages. They don't wear Numerian metal on their chest. The shaman points a delicate finger at Sigvorn's armor. For the first time, a shadow of irritation passes over the man's face. No, I am the chieftain, Issa. I've been protecting this town with a weapon in my hand for going on 10 years already, and I'm going to keep doing it. Even if you think everything I do, every breath I take, even the way I scratch my ass is wrong. Even if our ancestors spit on me from the skies above, I'm going to keep doing it. She exhales heavily. We are the leaders of this town. These are the last inhabited lands of old Sarkoris, and we take pains to preserve our heritage. It's painful, all right, like preserving a boot that's lost its pair, Sigvorn mutters. And what about you, strangers? Aren't you going to introduce yourselves? I'm Manorak, Knight Commander of the Crusades, leader of the 5th Crusade. I'm Manorak, a Crusader from Canabris. My name is Manorak. The rest isn't important. What difference does it make? I won't be here long. I'm the leader of the 5th Crusade, Manorak. Really? If I had known, I would have put on my dress armor. Oh wait, I don't have any. Serena, who is that? Oh, you know her. Trust me. She smiles cryptically. Serena is one of the most remarkable beings you have ever met in your life. But we will have time to talk about her later. Not here, and not now. What kind of answer is that? You're saying this Serena of yours brought us here? Then it must have been for a reason. Take us to her. Patience is a virtue. You will see Serena, I'm sure, but it might be difficult. Either way, before you go to her, you should visit the town, our tiny but still living piece of Sarkoris. Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'd almost lost hope of seeing fellow Sarkorians alive ever again. I nearly went mad with grief when I saw the Stone of Voices was silent, and there was no one to answer me. You can't imagine how delighted we were when our stone suddenly came to life. It had always been silent, as far as I know, and then suddenly, the shaman's voice wavers. The point is, today you are a guest of Gundren. You will see Serena later. Soon, but not until she herself wishes it. And where are we? She sweeps her hand out wide in a fluid gesture, setting her bracelets jingling melodically. This is Gundren, the last stronghold of old Sarkoris, the land that will resurrect our great homeland's former glory. The warrior continues, echoing her passionate tone. A patch of barren land on the edge of the world wound. A little town of refugees and worth as much as a beggar's spittle on a country road. His voice becomes serious. And our home, which we will fight for till the last drop of blood is spilled. I look at the two of you and I don't know what to think. Part of me feels like I never left home. You talk like we talked, and you look like you could be my own kin. But at the same time, you're as strange as if you just came down from the moon. And you're just as confusing for us. You and I look of an age, might even be slightly older. But then again, you're also old enough to be my great-grandfather. And you saw Sarkoris back when it was still green. It's enough to make your head spin. Should I talk to you like you're just another townsperson, or pay my respects to you as an honored ancestor? None of that now. Honors and ceremony is the last thing I need. A fair amount of time has gone by, I know, and a lot has changed in the world, but we chanced to meet and we accepted each other. And if we seem strange to each other, well, no matter. We'll get used to it. How did this place come to be? Its origins are linked to the fall of old Sarkoris. It is a story of sorrowful days when the caravans of refugees dreaming of salvation reached out to Ustalav. Back then, our ancestors didn't know that our neighbors were, how should I put it, none too honorable. Our people were looking for a place to sleep and a piece of bread, but they were met with a wall of pikes. The Ustalavs didn't want to let the refugees in, so our people were forced to turn back. And Gundren, a small fishing village on the border, became the refuge of those poor souls. A good 100 years have passed since then, and to this day we're none too fond of Ustalavs, to put it mildly, and rightly so. Of course, I'm not one of those who claim that every person in Ustalav is a rotten scoundrel. No, that's nonsense. It's every second person. She nods, and this is the first time you've seen the two agree on anything so far. I want to hear your story about the demise of Sarkoris. Oh, it happened a long time ago. 100 years have passed since the demon hordes destroyed our shining land. Not a day goes by that I don't grieve for it. My heart's wound still bleeds. I imbibe to the pain with my mother's milk. Couldn't you have imbibed something useful, like which mushrooms are safe to eat, or when's the best time of year to plant turnips? Sigvorn's murmured commentary trickles into the conversation. And this man has the blood of Sarkorian chieftains flowing through his veins. You shouldn't have spent so long roaming as a sellsword, Sigvorn. The ways of those ungodly Numerians are set too deeply in your mind. Isina casts a withering look at Sigvorn. You're both right in your own way, Ulbrich chuckles. And you're both idiotic children in your own way, too. You're arguing and needling each other just like we did in my clan. Can you finish the story about Sarkoris? Right. Sarkoris. Sarkoris should have endured for thousands of years, but it fell in a single night. It must have been the will of the gods. Sarkoris fell in a single night because it had turned a blind eye to the cult of the sky for too long. And the will of the gods had nothing to do with it. It was the will of Aurilu Vorlish. Devious scum. Ulbrich spits on the ground. Her face twists with resentment. That name. I don't want to hear it. May it sink into oblivion. After that one, how could anyone trust a mage? At the right time and skilled hands, any tool can be useful. He shrugs as if the argument is now settled. Who were you fighting just now? We don't really know ourselves. We call those creatures the hunger that moves. Small demons stuff themselves inside the skin of a dead man and off they go. Disgusting. They didn't always come so close to town. We haven't had cause to look into them before now. She seems genuinely alarmed. Let's take a look around the town. The warrior perks up, stretching and flexing his muscles. You're right. You've done enough talking. We can't hang around here all day, can we? Issa, you stay here if you want, but I've got a trade council soon. Sigvorn offers a nod of farewell and strides off, his troop following behind him. I see you can't wait to get a look at our town, but give me just a few more minutes. There is something you must know without delay. You have appeared on our doorstep at a difficult time. An unknown sickness has swept through our town in recent days, and Sigvorn has quarantined Gundren's right bank. I wanted to heal the sickness using the power of the great Serena, but Sigvorn won't even let me near the afflicted. He packed them all into one building and put a guard on the door. He sent off for a healer from Numeria, and now he's just waiting for them to arrive. But will the sick last that long? If only someone could convince that bull-headed man to let me help. But it's not just that. There's no way to reach the other bank now. I trust you will find a solution. I'll see you later at the Wolf's home. Our conversation is still to come. Okay. Hi, Holgen. I'll be right with you, buddy. Just loot these people. We should burn the bodies, just in case. Who knows how many times these abominations can get up. Indeed. Okay. Awesome. So we have a whole town to explore. Damn, that's pretty cool. We get to learn more about the Sokorians, which I think they're really cool people. From what I remember from our first playthrough, like reading all the lore about them. Not that I remember a whole lot because my memory sucks, but yeah. This should be a lot of fun. But we're going to end the episode there, guys. In the next episode, we will explore this town and see what we've got going on here. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.